Hey guys, welcome back to another beta video. So today I'm doing the enemy territory beta, CAF beta, public beta, something like that. So I managed to get this beta off of Protopia, I think it was, or somewhere off the internet. I'll try and find it when I can, but I need to start putting links as to where I actually get my betas, prototypes, and alphas. I mostly get most of mine from Assembly Gamers and Beta Archive. I'll post links in the description. There's this virtual drive on the internet which is called Protopia, and it has like Sony PlayStation betas and unreleased games and PC betas and all that. Just a collection of loads of stuff, which includes like development over games and whatnot. So yeah. So if you don't know what Return to Castle Wolfenstein Enemy Territory is, Enemy Territory is pretty much a multiplayer version of Return to Castle Wolfenstein. Return to Castle Wolfenstein was released in 2001, I believe, and it was a game where it was based in World War II and whatnot, and it was really fucking cool. And the multiplayer version of it I actually never played. It was one of my childhood games. I did a playthrough of it on my main channel, so I'll link that as well. But yeah. Basically, I never played a multiplayer until I actually started playing Enemy Territory probably about 3 or 4 years ago. So it's been a while, and I managed to scrounge this beta up, and there's already a few differences I can already tell. The main menu music is different. In the retail version, you get the iconic music that you get when you load up the game, which is this. That is supposed to be in the main menu in the retail version, which it is, but this beta version has completely different music. And as you can see, it's also slightly weird as well, because when you transition into like another screen, it just goes into another piece of music, which is really strange. Okay, so there's actually a splash screen before the main menu appears. I'll probably record that if I can. Okay, and also there are no mods in the beta version as well. Around here there would be an option for mods. Enemy Territory has loads of mods for it, you know, like bots and all that, and this beta version does it, so that was an upcoming development idea, I think it was. Okay, so that is really it for the main menu. Let's go into hosting a game. Now there isn't anything yeah, so everything is pretty much the same with game modes and whatnot, but there's only one map you can play, and that's the fuel dump. There's the campaigns on the actual retail game have like 3 maps in each, and they come across like Africa and Europe and whatnot, whereas obviously in this beta version you just have the fuel dump. So I'll be showing splash screens and whatnot, so don't worry about that. Okay, so anyway, let's get into actually the map, or the fuel dump map. As you can see, the details actually say both teams battle across a series of maps. Skills and rewards will be rewarded. Each player persists from map to map. So obviously they forgot to change that. You know, there is supposed to be 3 maps on the campaign game mode or game type, and they must have forgot about that. I don't think there are any differences between the retail version and beta version when it comes to and say, well, minimum players is going to be 0. I don't think there's any differences between here, I don't think. But anyway, let's get into it, and I'll show you the stuff that's different in the game, actually. Okay, so one of the main things is that the top secret thing on the right here is actually different from the retail version as well. As you can see, fuel dump 1 of 5, or 1 of 3, sorry. There are supposed to be 3 maps, but there isn't, so it's quite funny, actually. So yeah, the little story you have there on the right is different in the retail version, definitely. Just wait for it to load. There are a lot of differences. There aren't that many gameplay differences, but there are a lot of texture changes and slight item changes. That's really it, really. There are a lot of sound. There's a lot of graphical changes as well. This is going to be one of those videos where it's going to be mostly talking about the graphical changes. But yeah, we'll get into it in a bit though, when it actually fucking loads. Okay, here we go. Okay, so one thing I do want to point out is that pretty much one of the main things that's different is that if we go into, we're going to be on the American side. If we go into this here, this is slightly differentiated, kind of. Basically, this is slightly laid out in a different way on the retail version and compared to the beta version. I think that's really it. There's supposed to be an arrow here as well. I'll just show a splash screen of the limbo menu here. But anyway, let's go and be a covert ops, and let's just start from this one, and then we'll go throughout the classes you can get. Okay, right. Okay, so the match is about to begin in 30 seconds, so we'll wait for that. We'll get into our fire team. Now, I will admit, Enemy Territory is a very good game. If you like Return to Castle Wolfenstein, you've never played Enemy Territory, it's a pretty fucking good multiplayer adaptation of it. Really fucking good. But let's finally get into the game and see what we get. There we go.
Construct the bridge.
Okay, so one of the main things that I do want to point out is okay. So satchel charges have a different texture. In the retail version, they are slightly altered. I'll be posting splash screens of that. If we put it down as well, there's supposed to be 2 lights there, but there isn't actually in the there isn't in this version, but the retail version are actually 2 flashing lights there, which is kind of cool. The model that we're holding, the little control panel that we're holding, the controller that we're holding, is slightly altered as well in the retail version, and that has a kind of I think the light on the B light is actually not in the retail version. I'll be showing splash screens anyway, so if I've got anything wrong, you can correct me on that. Okay, so I believe that's really it for the covert ops with the Sten, I think. From far as what I can tell, the Sten takes the same time to warm up and whatnot, so or to overheat, shall I say. So that's pretty much the same. There is one thing about the knife though, and that is that the knife has a higher pitch when you're stabbing, whereas in the retail version it has a lower pitch. So I'll be posting a video of that. Okay, so one of the main things I do want to note as well is that as you can see, my character's on the bottom left hand corner. In the retail version, he actually is slightly less bright, if that makes sense. So he's less bright, and there's actually a shadow going across the guy's face, just a slight shadow, nothing that hides or anything, but there is just a shadow that is just there to make it look a bit more complex. It's the same with the limbo menu as well. There's actually a shadow that's supposed to be going across his cheek there. That's one of the main things you will see in betas, is that the lighting is slightly different. From what I've noticed is that the weapons or anything in the game in this beta version is slightly more brighter or more defined. Not more defined, but slightly more brighter than it is in the retail version. The same would go for this Churchill as well. The tank is a lot more bright, I believe it is. Yeah, and then the retail version is actually a lot more slightly toned down, if I should say. Anyway, so what the fuck? Okay, so we're just gonna kill ourselves quickly, and we're gonna go ahead and pick the FG. Actually, nothing's different with the FG42. Nothing's different with the M1 Garand either. So we're gonna go ahead and move on to the field ops. So we'll see differences there. So let's just kill ourselves quickly. Oh. There you go. Oh shit. Yeah, it's quite cool to see the slight changes. I was actually going to do a video comparing Enemy Territory to the actual Return to Castle Wolfenstein multiplayer, but Return to Castle Wolfenstein is actually not playing. Why did it not change? That's strange. Give me a sec, guys. Sorry about this. There you go. There you go. Whoa. There you go. Okay, so now we are a field ops. Okay, so the Tommy gun is, or the Thompson is the same. The pistol is the same. The only difference is, like I said, is that the colours are slightly darker on the retail version. The grenades are the same, but this is different as well. So this is one of the smoke grenades for calling airstrikes, pretty much. And if we plan it over here somewhere, so I don't know, over there.
I'm on my way.
The person who says that is actually different in the retail version. I'll post a video of that now.
Affirmative.
Okay, so anyway, right, so let's get into it even more. Do we have anything else that we want to show for the... Ah, yes, the ammo packs, right, okay, so the ammo packs are a lot more different. In the retail version, they're actually boxes. Now, I believe this model is actually from Return to Castle Wolfenstein, and then in the actual updated version, well, the actual retail version of Enemy Territory, they're actually boxes. Now, there's something really weird about this. If we go over to our... If we go over to the little base over here, which has the ammo boxes and medical kits, so those are the boxes that you would actually get in the retail version of this game, but for some reason we have these in this version, which is very, very odd. Also, in the retail version, the red crosses are actually green, I believe, in the retail version, which is also very, very bizarre as well. Why they changed that, I don't know. It's also in the limbo menu. Basically, the health and ammo cabinets, as you can see, it has like a red cross there. It actually has a green cross in the retail version. I believe that is the differences for the field ops here. Let's move on.
Firing for effect.
Oh, hello. I actually didn't see that, actually. I need to see that. I'll probably post a little video to see if that's actually different. God, I love it.
Firing for effect.
Alright, okay, so let's get into the engineer. Engineer has a Thompson M1 Garand. Like I said before, the M1 Garand and Thompson are completely the same. One thing I do want to note as well is that when you actually change into different classes in the retail version, there is supposed to be a sentence that pops up on your game that says you're going to, next time you die, you'll change to whatever with a Thompson or something like that. That doesn't happen in the beta version. So say for instance I wanted to go back to, I don't know, a covert ops with a FG42. It doesn't actually appear with the actual option I picked, but I've actually picked it. One thing I do want to note is that the icons that you can see on the middle of the screen with the hand, for some reason they're grey in the retail version. Why they changed it to that, I'm not quite sure. I kind of prefer the actual colours of the icons that appear. It's very, very bizarre. And also, with the construction of MGs or command posts or anything that is an object to actually construct, is very, very different as well. The icon in the middle is actually not used in the retail version. It has a person with the little pliers that I have here in my hand. That's the icon that appears. When we're also constructing as well, there's no sounds at all, which is quite bizarre. So that's kind of cool, actually. I really do like that. So yeah, I'm sorry, I'm just going through the differences right now. So one of the main things that I want to point out as well is obviously this is the only mission you can play, and if you were to play this, one of the main things that you'll notice is that the machine gun takes a hell of a long time to actually overheat. In the retail version, it takes half the time of that, and it overheats quite quickly. That is mostly it, really. I only have a few things left to say, because it is quite a quick video, I believe. But we will go through the differences, so I wouldn't worry about that. One of the main things that is also very different as well is, as you can see, basically, if we construct this bridge right now, there won't be a commander actually saying you've constructed the bridge or anything like that. That's not in the beta version. Another thing as well is, as you can see, there's a transparent bridge that I'm actually repairing right now.
Reinforce the bridge.
Oh shit. He does say something else, I believe. The commander is less apparent in the beta version. I was supposed to say, sorry. He does appear every now and then. As you can see, there is a transparent bridge here, or the parts I'm constructing. Now, in the in the retail version, they actually have a really weird pulse effect, which is kind of cool. I'll show a video of that slightly, but there is a lot of small, minor details in this game, but a lot of them are quite interesting. Yeah, again, I'll go through the classes again, because I'll show you the everything else that might be different.
Congratulations on your promotion, Private First Class.
There you go. So yeah. Right, let me see quickly. Ah, yes, okay. Medics. Right, let me just kill myself very quickly. Cool, right. Okay, so we have health kits here. Now, as you can see, these aren't the health kits that are actually being used in the retail version. Like I said before, the health kits that we use in the retail version are these. And as you can see, those are not those. So that's kind of cool, actually. I really do like that. But anyway, there's a few minor details with... well, there's one building in this game. Well, there's actually two buildings in this level, sorry, that have small interior changes. You'll see it in a bit, actually. If I go up and up into this building here, as you can see, if you were to play this map on the retail version, there would be a map here, and then there would be actually a Germany or a Wolfenstein flag here, but instead there's just a electric revolt warning. That's pretty much it for this room. As you can see, the texture's slightly fucked on this handle as well. So I think it's mostly a placeholder. Like I said before, you mostly see a lot of those. Anyway, let's get this tank across then, shall we?
Escort the tank to the depot.
Okay.
Construct a command post.
Construct the command post. I do believe the commander is slightly different in the retail version by the way he sounds. Camry. Oh no, of course we can't, because I'm a fucking medic, aren't I? Duh. Right, okay. Let's quickly sprint. Command post, right. Wow. Oh shit, sorry about this. Always happens in my beta videos, my fucking alarm always goes off. Okay, I think I can actually just run this now. Give me a sec. Let me go to this building over here, which is over here. Okay, so in the beta version, there is actually a slightly different building, and it's this building right here. In the retail version, two of these garage doors are open, and yet again, it's that thing again where things are different. As you can see here, there's a placeholder again for the American command post. I believe there's barrels here, I believe, instead of this little turbine engine here.
Command post constructed.
But besides that, that's actually really it for the beta of enemy territory. But we will complete this game just for the hell of it, because I actually never got to the end game of the I never got to the end game in the beta version. Yeah, I didn't when I was doing my testing and like seeing out what the differences were. There you go. Oh no, engineer. There you go. Nice. Right. So let's go and quickly, yeah, let's complete this. Ow, just hurt myself. Nice one. Right. Ah, excuse me. I'm very tired. Wish you could kind of speed this up, it would be nice. Let's construct this, this command post then. Yeah, let's construct it.
Command post constructed.
Nice, right, okay, cool. Oh, there's a switch there. Oh, that's pretty cool. I didn't know that. Huh, I love doing that. It's fucking great.
Escort the tank to the rear of the depot. Dynamite the fuel depot.
Yeah, I think the tank goes off by itself afterwards, I think. Oh no, maybe not. Let's go ahead and plant the dynamite then on the fuel dump. I'll get that sorted out. Get fucked.
Dynamite planted.
Oh, I think that's it. The video is pretty much finished from here, guys. I looked around all across here in the beta and retail version. I can't really see any differences from here. The only differences I can see was actually just small graphical changes, small model changes and whatnot, and that was particularly it. Did we win? Yes, we did. And from what I can tell, this is completely the same. Okay, right. Nice. So, that is really it now for the beta version of the Enemy Territory test beta. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Please check out my other, yeah, see, it goes through 3 of the same ones. That's kind of cool, I guess. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please check out my other videos I've done on betas and whatnot. I did Spyro and I did Monsters Inc. A couple of weeks ago, so check those out. Those are really fucking decent. Especially the Spyro one, that's got quite a few differences, and especially Monsters Inc. I will be definitely going through more of these. I have a big collection of prototypes and betas. Yeah, again, links will be in descriptions where you can get these betas and prototypes and whatnot. And yeah, check out my main channel as well, is where I do playthroughs and whatnot. I'm doing quite a few playthroughs at the moment. But anyway, like I said before, that is really it for now, guys. We'll be uploading more soon. I think the next one I'm going to be doing is probably another PC beta, maybe. I have Doom 3 in mind. I have a tech demo of Far Cry, the first one, and all that. So yeah, I mean, I'll see you guys in the next session. See you guys later.